He saved a dying man by selling the future of the woman who trusted him most. Nam thought he was a hero. His wife would later call him something else, a liar. An believed her home was a sanctuary. Every morning, sunlight poured through the tall windows, touching the polished furniture, the framed wedding photos, the quiet symbols of a life built carefully over 10 years. She moved through the house with calm confidence, unaware that its foundation had already begun to crack. The house was full of expensive things, but also full of silence. A silence hiding secrets. Nam watched her from the doorway. He smiled like a perfect husband, but inside, fear was chewing him alive. In his pocket, his phone vibrated again. A message from the past. It had started with a desperate call one night. A woman he once loved, her voice trembling. "My father is dying. I have no one else. I need money, a lot of it." $150,000. The number echoed in his head like a curse. It was enough to save a life, or destroy one. Nam told himself this was fate, a chance to be noble, a chance to be remembered as a man who didn't turn away. He didn't think of his wife's name when he said yes. The bank office smelled of cold air and disinfectant. Nam sat alone at a metal table, staring at a stack of papers. Each page felt heavier than the last. This wasn't just a loan. It was their house, the roof over An's head, the walls where their laughter lived. His hand shook as he held the pen. He told himself, "She will never know. I'll pay it back before she ever finds out." The pen touched the paper. That sound, the scratch of ink, was the first crack in his marriage. He washed his face in the restroom mirror afterward, tried to see a hero, but the reflection showed a man avoiding his own eyes. "I did the right thing," he whispered. The mirror did not agree. Nam came home with gifts that night, flowers, jewelry, smiles too bright to be real. An laughed, surprised. "What's all this for?" "Just because," he said. But every gift was a bribe to keep the truth buried. That kiss was a lie. He couldn't look at her for long. At dinner, she spoke about repainting the walls, about planning a small vacation, about their future. Each word stabbed deeper. She was dreaming inside a house that no longer belonged to them. At night, Nam whispered to shadows on the phone. Creditors, deadlines, interest rates. The debt was a monster that never slept. It fed on his fear. Every night he calculated impossible numbers. How to pay back $150,000 before the bank knocked on their door. Her laughter became haunting, the sound of trust that was about to be murdered. Nam was turning into a ghost in his own home. Time ran out faster than he expected. One bright morning, the truth arrived in an envelope. An opened it casually. Her fingers froze. Her eyes read the words again and again. Mortgage, debt, signature, his signature. The world tilted. The air left her lungs. The house, their house, was no longer hers. She found Nam standing in the living room, pale and silent. "What is this?" she asked. He tried to speak. His excuses tangled in his throat. I was trying to save someone." Silence filled the room. Not screaming, not crying. Silence sharper than glass. "You gambled our home," she said slowly. "For a woman from your past? I thought I was doing something good." She stepped back as if his words were poison. "In your eyes, you're a hero," she said. "In mine, you're a thief." He fell to his knees, begged, said it was for mercy, for humanity, for kindness. Her face did not soften. "There is no kindness that destroys your own family," she said. The man she loved was gone. Only a stranger remained. She packed one bag, not a home, a wreckage. The wedding ring stayed on the table, a small circle of gold that no longer meant anything. She walked past him without touching him. To her, he was already dead. The sanctuary became a hollow shell, waiting for creditors to strip it clean. Nam sat alone in the ruins of his pride. A message arrived from the past. "Thank you. You saved my father." He stared at the screen. It had cost him his marriage, his home, his soul. The most expensive thank you in history. The victory tasted like ash. He had saved a life and killed a heart. He finally understood. True kindness begins at home. Charity that betrays your partner is only vanity in disguise. From above, he looked like a broken toy. A man who tried to play God with other people's lives and lost his own place in the world. The wind moved through the empty rooms, carrying away the last traces of what they once built. In the end, he learned too late. Mercy without responsibility is just cruelty wearing a beautiful mask. The hero was gone. Only the echo of betrayal remained.